We are playing God, tweaking the very building blocks of life. The changes we have made to our world have been faster than any other natural change. And the time is coming when we will be forced to change ourselves. The risks are inevitable, but what is more frightening is the evil use of the knowledge that is being spread. Inside every one of us lies a code, a vast, ancient library written in a language of 4 letters. DNA, a biological instruction that builds you. Think of it like a cookbook. Each gene is a recipe. Recipes that tell your cells how to make proteins, the ingredients of life. First, a gene is read, like a code line in a recipe. Codes contain 4 letters, A, T, C, and G. Each 3 letter has a meaning and leads cell to use a specific amino acid to build protein. Amino acids together make a protein. Then proteins together make a cell like it have to be. From skin to brain, from heartbeat to thought, it's all made from codes. Every cell carries this book. Every part of you follows instructions. But what happens if the recipe is changed, or you start editing it? DNA isn't perfect. Sometimes the code gets damaged. A tiny mistake, a wrong letter. Most of the time, the body finds the error and fixes it. But sometimes, it doesn't. And the cell begins to ignore the rules. It cooks without instructions. It multiplies, grows, invades. It becomes cancer. Cancer isn't a single disease. It's thousands of possible mutations in a system built on a fragile perfection. One change, one line in the book can rewrite a life. But what if we could catch it before it starts? Or rewrite the recipe back to health? For the first time in history, we have the power to edit life. The technique is called CRISPR-Cas9, found in bacteria, turned into a tool to cut and correct. With this technology, we can find the broken genes, slice them out, and replace them with something better. With this power, we can fix deadly mutations passed through generations, cure diseases once called untouchable. CRISPR holds a promise, not just for healing, but for transformation. A future where we don't treat illness, we prevent it, and we erase it from the story before it happens. But with great power comes something else. What happens when we change the code not to heal, but to control? What if your child could be perfect? No disease, no flaws, taller, smarter, stronger, better.
I'm not just like the rest of you. I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better. I am better.
The era of customized humans is no longer science fiction. We can edit genes before birth, select traits like we play games. What would you like your child to be? Blue eyes? Handsome? Smart? Do you want a Ronaldo? Or create something beyond them? A generation of designer minds. But what happens when everyone chooses the same kind of perfect? What happens to uniqueness? To imperfection? The very thing that makes us human. Things might get crazier. What if we could build the perfect soldier? Superpowered, stronger bones, faster reflexes, no fear, no hesitation, no questioning orders, just obedience. Designed not to live freely, but to fight, to serve, to die. And maybe others that are built not for war, but for work, born to endure, programmed to never tire, made to never complain. A new genetic divide begins to grow, not rich and poor, but modified and natural. But what begins with choice may get out of control. Changing people is not the only use of this knowledge. There is more. The dire wolf, extinct for thousands of years, using fragments of fossil DNA, scientists cloned an ancient predator. They brought it back.
13,000 years after the last dire wolf walked the earth, scientists say they've now brought them back. Here's our chief national correspondent back up and with the video tonight.
Tonight, a howl 13,000 years in the making. In a first for science, biotech company Colossal Biosciences says it brought the extinct direwolf back to life, a species that hasn't walked the earth since the Stone Age.
Once they bring one creature back, what can stop them from bringing back more? Nature wrote a book of life over billions of years. We are now flipping backward and rewriting pages. But nature is not a playground. Every resurrection brings risk. Every edit a ripple in the balance of life. There is millions of possible dark stories coming up. But we can still write a better chapter. Maybe we were never meant to stay here. Maybe Earth was just the beginning. To reach the stars, we may need to become something new. Stronger bones for low gravity, a skin that can resist radiation, minds that can adapt to the unknown. Not monsters, not weapons, but humans, rewritten for the future. We might choose empathy over domination, wisdom over control. The destroyer, the fear, the dark one could also be the one to save us.